The biggest night in fashion is finally here. And yes, we are talking about the Met Gala. Next Monday, the biggest names in Hollywood will attend this year's event and fundraiser. And the theme this year is Superfine, Tailoring Black Style, and explores the history of Black style and dandyism. So what exactly is a dandy? Aria Hughes, editor-in-chief of Complex, sat down with experts of the dandy style and concept to learn more. Take a look.
I feel like there's two types of dandies. There's the ascot dandy, and there's the sweatsuit dandy.
Okay.
Well, no, this is a great point. No, this is a great point. No. He's not being disrespectful.
Yeah,
it's a great point because that's what hip hop ushered in.
Yeah.
That was such a good interview. Joining us now to break down all things Met Gala is Aria Hughes. Welcome.
Thank you, Cindy. Hi.
Hi. You look beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
So what's the cultural significance of this year's theme as it pertains to Black identity and style?
I first want to start by acknowledging Monica L. Miller, who wrote the book Slaves to Fashion, which in many ways is the source material for this exhibit and the gala. But it's incredibly significant because this is the first time in the Met's history that they are centering Black identity and Black designers. So that acknowledgement from that institution is huge. And I think as we face a lot of Black history being erased, this is just kind of like combating that. So, you know, in many ways, Black designers are getting the same treatment as their white peers whose work is preserved in museums. So they'll have the same chance. And I think just from a mass level with the gala, now people are understanding the influence of Black identity on fashion.
So, you know, they were talking about dandyism, and I learned so much from that interview you did. So what is dandyism, and what makes a person a dandy?
It's really someone who is dedicated to dress. Like they see dress as a discipline in the same way you would viewing working out as a discipline or studying music as a discipline. So they view it as a discipline, and a lot of the times it shows up in tailored clothes. But I think from that clip that we showed, it's not only people who wear suits, it's become more casual and I think just more free and fluid, with Dapper Dan saying there's the ascot dandy who's dedicated to menswear, and then there's the sweatsuit dandy who has a more casual interpretation, and that's been influenced by hip hop. But ultimately, it's someone who wants to use clothes as armor in a way to impact the way in which people perceive them and fight stereotypes that are sometimes rooted in racism.
What looks can we expect to see at on the red carpet this year?
Yeah, so the theme is tailored for you, and I think they made the theme broad on purpose. We're going to see a lot of suits.
Okay.
I think in all shapes, sizes, colors. I tried to represent in my way with what I'm wearing. But yeah, a lot of tailored pieces, but I think designers are going to play in different ways, and then hopefully layer in some storytelling. I hope to see some archival pieces from Black designers like a Patrick Kelly or Willie Smith. So I'm really hoping that people have fun with it.
Through your reporting, you spoke with key leaders who embody the dandy style. So who are some designers that are really pushing the needle in dandyism today?
I want to talk about Grace Wells Bonner. She is a British designer, and her work has been about the study of Black male identity and then reflecting that through fashion in a very modern but historical way. So I think she's a current day designer who really embodies Black dandyism, and I'm sure we'll see her in some capacity on the red carpet.
I don't know, we don't know who's going to officially be there at the gala's big secret, but who are you hoping to see this year? Who are you excited about that might be stepping the steps?
I really want to see Andre 3000. You know, I think that he's been someone who has used dress in such a powerful way, and sometimes it's incredibly rebellious and fun, sometimes it's very conservative. I also think it's important to have a Southern lens. He's from Atlanta, so I think him bringing that to the red carpet will be incredibly important. And there's also another rapper who's older, but his name is Slick Rick, and he was one person we weren't able to talk about in the Please Explain episode, but he is he's originally born in Britain, moved to the Bronx, Jamaican, so he has this kind of like British sartorial flair that he's mixed with the Bronx and hip hop, and he's influenced a lot of like key style tenets in hip hop, so I hope that he's there too.
I'm so excited to watch.
It's gonna be fun.
Aria Hughes, editor-in-chief of Complex. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate it.
And you can check out Aria's Please Explain video by heading over to complex.com. Be sure to tune in for our special coverage of the Met Gala. See all the bold looks plus interviews with the stars from the famous Met Steps. And it all streams Monday night at 8 on CBS News New York.